The longtime coach for Chicago's professional women's soccer club is out. That's amid allegations of systemic abuse that players say went ignored for years. Amanda Vinicky joins us now with the latest. Amanda.
Yeah, Paris, the Chicago Red Stars community should otherwise be celebrating a tough but impressive season. The team was in Louisville just this past weekend playing in the National Women's Soccer League Championship game. The Red Stars lost the title match to the Washington Spirit under the guidance of coach Rory Dames, who resigned Sunday, a day later. In a statement, then the team complimented Dames' leadership for its consistency and leadership on the field. For 11 years, I have dedicated myself to help build the Chicago Red Stars into one of the top international clubs. Effective today, he said in that statement, I'm refocusing my attention to my family and future endeavors. No indication then or since of issues with Dames, though the team had to know what was coming. That is this, an investigation in the Washington Post detailing how big name former Red Stars players had, as far back as 2014, told higher ups at the U.S. Soccer Federation Dames was verbally abusive. Molly Hensley Clancy broke that story and says U.S. soccer is the biggest force in the sport in America.
In soccer, it oversees youth soccer and also the national teams. And Kristen Press, who's one of the stars of the U.S. women's national team, she's been very vocal on equal pay issues as well. She was an employee of U.S. soccer when she played for the Red Stars and for Rory Dames. So my story says that in 2014, Kristen Press went to the leaders of U.S. soccer, Sunil Gulati, who was the president, and U.S. soccer is also based in Chicago. She went to Sunil Gulati. She told him that she felt that Rory Dames's coaching was inappropriate. She recalls using the word harassment, and she tells me that Gulati was very dismissive of her and her claims.
Other players backed that up, and that prompted an investigation of Dames, but it is unclear what came of it.
I know that the owner of the Red Stars, Arnon Whistler, was aware of this investigation in 2018. I know he was briefed on some of the allegations by players as part of an interview process. Two sources have told me that. What the team says is that they never got any formal recommendations or any sort of formal report from U.S. Soccer, and that does seem to be true.
Now, Dames did then keep his job, and in lieu of those formal recommendations, the Red Stars modified his coaching duties, added other coaching staff. That is not enough, however, for loyal Red Stars fans just hearing about all of this, like Angela Sullivan. She's an organizer with the team's official independent supporter group. This year has been a reckoning for the NWSL, with 5 male coaches leaving amid allegations, one over claims of sex abuse. And Sullivan says it is clear now that the Red Stars are part of what she calls institutional betrayal.
People and organizations that we trusted to keep the players safe and give them, a happy and healthy place to grow and really thrive it feels like a sham. Feels like it was all being done under the cover of night and behind our backs and using our goodwill to their advantage.
Now, national investigations into this culture of abuse and the league are ongoing, and the Red Stars issuing a newer statement yesterday, updating it, saying that the team had previously actually initiated, in the wake of all of this national turmoil, an independent review of player safety, and that is still ongoing. The team says it will implement any recommendations that come of that review, and that we stand with the players who are fiercely advocating for change. We are committed to doing our part to ensure a safe environment for the league's players, staff, volunteers, and fans. Now, the National Players Association, you can think of that as like the Women's Soccer Union, has also made demands of the league. Sullivan's group has demands locally for the Red Stars, like greater transparency, also a system where players can report anonymously any allegations of abuse. And if those demands are not met, she says that they're going to hit owners where it hurts, in the pocketbook, by boycotting games and also picketing at the Chicago-based league. Fans say that, yes, during games from the sidelines, you could hear Coach Dames yelling. But that's not what this is about. Male players are yelled at by their coaches, too, after all.
What their coaches don't do is seek to control them the way that Rory did to control their movements, to keep them from seeing their families. And they also don't, Rory really initiated these relationships with players where he was texting them at all hours. He was, having these 22-year-old girls go to lunch and dinner with him and telling him, if you don't come to dinner with me the night before the game, we're going to lose. So there was this like element of kind of manipulation that was going on.
You can be a tough coach and you don't have to be an abusive coach.
Now, no return from my call to Coach Dames. By the way, he is still a coach. He's owner of the Eclipse Select Soccer Club, and that is a formidable Chicago area club in youth soccer. And Hensley Clancy, that Washington Post reporter, says that that is what she's looking into next. Paris, back to you.
All right, so still more to go on this story. Amanda, thanks very much.